So, the Washington Commanders have been sold to a consortium led by the owners of the Philadelphia 76ers that does include Irvin Magic Johnson. Now, what does this mean for the Washington football team? Well, it means a lot of things. Dan Snyder was going through a lot of alleged legal issues that he still continued to deal with. He was rated as one of the worst NFL owners, and apparently, from what I've been reading articles about, the Washington Football Stadium is probably the least favorite out of any NFL fan experience. The FedEx, I think it's called FedEx Field. So yeah, I think that stadium is definitely the least rated when it comes to multiple fans. So now that this new ownership has come in, the first thing the Washington football team, Washington Commanders, need to do with these new owners is find a new stadium. Because before they can even think about changing the name, and they just recently changed the name, so I think that's going to be at least another 2 years before they change the name. The first thing that the Washington Commanders need to do is build a new stadium. If they could find an area to build a new stadium, because they need to get rid of FedEx Field. FedEx Field has so much bad and negative energy behind it. And I'm going to be honest, the Washington Commanders are a team that are just a few players away from being legit contenders to make it to the Super Bowl. So hopefully now with this new owner who can put some money into the stadium, put some money into the surrounding areas, and actually go out and hire, people that can get the Washington Commanders good players, the Washington Commanders can keep going up and possibly make it to the Super Bowl. Because I believe their starting quarterback this season is going to be Sam Howell because they cut Carson Wentz. So that'll be interesting to see. But the one player I hope that does well when it comes to this is my guy, Terry McLaurin. I had him in my fantasy the last 2 years, and I hope he does good this year because I'm definitely probably going to try and get him in fantasy this year. But with Washington selling their team, with Dan Snyder, not Dan Snyder, whatever his name is. I forgot the guy's name. I already forgot the guy's name. But with him selling the team for at least $6 billion to a new owner, the first thing these owners need to do is look for a new stadium, then change the name, and then they can focus on the rest of the future. But what does this mean for the Washington football fans? Well, you guys are going to be happy because with these new owners, it's just going to get a lot of things that could go from worse are going to get a lot better. And I apologize if you guys can hear the rain in the background. It's absolutely pouring outside. But that is it for what I have to say. Washington Commanders fans, this is the start of a new era for you guys.